What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be seeing if AI can write a good song. I am going to punch tags into a AI song maker, but once we get the song back, I'm going to replay the song. I'm going to re-record the whole thing. Guitars, bass, vocals, drums, really whatever the song needs, I'm going to re-record it. We're looking for 5 main things to see if the song is good. And these are 5 things that I personally deem what makes a song good. It's going to be arrangement, chord changes, lyrics, melody, and feel. So let's get started. I'm gonna go to Udio. I had to pay for this for the video. We're gonna use some taglines. I'm trying to make like a country, rock, blues song today. So we're gonna type in all those tags. We're gonna go country, rock, blues, male vocalist. This is key because I'm re-singing it, so it needs to be a male vocalist. Guitar, upbeat, clip length 2 minutes. All right, so it's creating us tracks over here. So once they're created, we'll come back and we'll give them a listen. All right, so it made us 2 songs and it named them already. It named them Chains in My Mind and Rolling Through Memories. There's some tags here: rock, melodic, blues rock, Americana, rock, folk rock for the other one. They should be pretty similar. Let's listen to them together and we're gonna pick which one we like better. Well, I'm gonna pick which one I like better. And we're gonna re-record it, so let's check it out.
When the morning comes, I'm moving down the road. Something bad. Leave my troubles all behind.
Literally sounds just like
Take it no more.
Chris Stapleton.
With the sun at my back.
Wait, this is weird. It sounds
Feeling
just like Chris
without a
Stapleton.
load. Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind?
It's in my mind. That's good.
Darling, won't you free me
Little tagline hook.
from the chains in my mind?
Some slide guitar back there too.
I was born to wander, got a heart that's hard to tame.
Okay, I like that one. That one's pretty good. Let's check out this one, Rolling Through Memories. And we'll pick one of the 2.
Rolling through this small town, floors creak just like my heart.
This one's more folky.
Rolling through this small town, floors
Acoustic guitar.
creak just like my heart. Since you walked
Chord changes are a little more basic.
away,
1 4.
nothing
Back up to the
feels
4.
the same.
I feel like a 5 is coming somewhere. Oh, 6. 6 chord. Back to the 1. Some solid slide playing there. I think that one's gonna bore me to death a little bit, so we're gonna go with Chains in My Mind. I'm gonna download this one and we are going to check it out. All right, we're back. I just downloaded it and I put it in the DAW. This is the strangest thing I've actually ever seen. It's not to a click track. Like, and you would think AI music would be like on the grid, right? And when I say it's like not on the grid, I mean like you couldn't play it to a metronome. It's not perfectly in time. It actually is swaying a little bit like a human. So if I zoom out here, you'll see that I had to kind of make some cuts in the actual audio, and then I had to make some tempo changes. So it sways all the way from 121 to 118. Winds up coming back up at the end. But that's kind of weird. Like, you would think with AI that it would be on the grid. You would think it would be more like electronic music, but it's not. It's actually, it's played with like almost like real human feel, which is actually pretty scary. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to track the intro. I'm going to take this whole song section by section. So we're going to do drums first, and then we're going to lay everything else down after. So instrument track here, let's call it drums. And I am not going to actually play a drum set. I am going to play it on the MIDI keyboard. However, I'm nice on the MIDI keyboard. Yeah, it might sound like MIDI drums. We're going to do our best to make it not sound like MIDI drums, but I promise you I will lay down a decent part. I'm moving down the road. Something like that probably is good. Moving down the road on my way. We're gonna duplicate this. I clearly played it better the first time. We're gonna duplicate this. And we're gonna move it over. And the only thing I'm gonna change is the fill. Let's put a crash there. On the one. From the chains in my mind. Alright, so let's get the guitars going here. We have the drums laid out here for intro, the first verse, and like the tagline, hook, chorus, whatever you want to call that part. We're going to try to get some guitars in now. Alright, so we got some guitar here. We have some guitar.
When the morning comes, I'm moving down the road. No trouble.
Alright, so it's in B. Moving down the road. Yeah, that goes to B. I don't know that part yet. Let's just do the intro. I think that's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna double track it. I'm gonna do like a slightly different tone. Use a pick for this. I like that. Yeah, that's definitely it. What I think is cool is like, I asked for a country rock song. I asked for like country rock blues, and they gave us a guitar key for the most part. B, like it's a guitar-ish key. If they gave us like B flat, I'd be like, it's not very stylistically correct. Although I have no problem having a blues rock song in B flat or not a guitar key, but I do think this is more stylistically appropriate because you get that A. Like I know on the tagline it goes, and you get some open strings there. Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Like it's just a little bit more appropriate. All right, we are going to get some bass in there now. What do we think is more appropriate for this? P bass? Oh, I guess three basses I have: Stingray, P bass, or J bass. I'm gonna get a cable. I'm gonna think about that while I get a cable. I'm thinking that the P bass is slightly more appropriate, although there'd be no problem with the J bass either. There's a little slide there. Might be playing with his thumb too. I don't want to play it exactly. I just definitely want to take some liberties with it and not make every AI song just an exact replica of how it came out. So let's play it. I think that was pretty solid. All right, let's figure out this guitar part here because it's a little tricky.
Troubles all behind. Couldn't take it no more. With a sun at my
On the right side, there's like this upbeat thing happening. It's like.
take it no more.
Doesn't do the sus thing. Yeah, that's cool. This is cool. Let's track it. I think that was it. I think that was definitely it. All right, let's listen again to the track for the part that's in the left ear now.
Troubles all behind. Couldn't take it no more.
There's a couple guitars here, but I think it's doing open thing. Let's listen one more time to the track.
Troubles all behind. Couldn't take it no more.
I think that's an overdub. I'm gonna play what I think is the part. I think that was perfect. All right, there's one more guitar part in this verse. It's kind of like a lead thing that's happening. So let's check it out. You hear that? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's probably it. I think that was it. All right, I'm gonna do vocals last, so let's listen to what comes after. Listen to the reference track again.
I was born to wander, got a heart that's hard to tame.
It's like, what I think is cool about this, and I think this plays into arrangement and chord changes, 2 of our 5 bullet points that we're looking for. This is a cool arrangement choice. It's not the same as the first verse, right? It doesn't just hang out on the one chord. Listen.
I was born to wander, got a heart
6
that's hard to tame.
to the 5, then back to the 1.
I find I'm living for the flame.
Now it's like back to the. Now it's back to the first verse. So that's a cool little thing they put in there. Let's play some bass. Let's get the bass down. I was born to wander. Something like that. I gotta look up the lyrics after this. Gotta make sure I have the lyrics right. I feel like that would be a more classic bass line. Alright, second verse. Just wanted to throw that bass fill in there. I thought that was maybe not too appropriate, but I was feeling it. And I think that was a good part, so we're going to keep it. Well, let's make sure we save this project. All right, let's do some guitars again. Seems like there's no keys in this song, but I actually really feel like I could hear some organ creeping in this second verse here, just to give it a little bit of life. I want to play a little differently. I want to play it with a little bit more spunk. Let's try it. Oh wait, it's a different part. Yeah, that's it. Maybe we can go back to this experimental track that I had. Experimental. It's not experimental. Alright, so I think that's finished there. Let's check out the reference track and see what comes after. I'm pretty sure it's a solo. I hear some keys there. Piano.
In this road.
Yeah, that's cool. We have to play some different drums here because it's gonna go to like this ride thing. Let's put that down. Let's listen to it one more time. Let's try that. I'm gonna quantize this, make sure it's on the grid. All right, we're gonna play the bass part. So let's listen to the reference track one more time. Goes to the 6, the minor 6, to the 5, back to the 6, to the 5. Kind of like a generic way to get away from like a major. If your song's like based around the one chord of a major key, going to the minor 6 is very, very basic way of, you know, making a bridge for your song or making a section that just ultimately sounds a little different. So I don't want to knock it for that. It feels good, but it is pretty basic. Gotta get the feel a little bit better, but that's pretty much it. Let's try it. That's definitely it. That's definitely it. If you can't tell, I'm making this song just a smidge heavier than it is. It's just like the nature of how I record and play. I want to get like a big hit on one and then come in. Yeah, that's definitely it. I don't think that's the part that they're playing, but I like it. Alright, so I think guitars, besides the solo, are done. We're going to play the piano first. As you can tell, I'm not a piano player, but we're going to try it out. simplified it a little bit because I just wasn't playing it tight. All right. I think it's time to take a guitar solo, honestly. Turn the chorus off, crank the distortion a little bit, boost everything. Let's mess around. Something like that. I think we should take a little pickup into it. It wasn't quite it. Let's do it again. No, that's not it. Again. Let's tune up. That was so close. That was so close. I think I'm happy with that. All right, so I'm now nearing the last probably 20 seconds of the tune. I'm pretty sure it's just verse and then that tagline chorus out. Check out the reference track.
Endless road,
This is right after the solo.
open skies, guiding my restless soul.
Oh, I love that.
With every step,
Gotta remember that.
I'm finding my way back home. Darling, won't you free me?
Yeah, so we can just take the drums from the intro now. So I didn't program the drums for the end of the song. I'm pretty sure the song ends there. Darling, won't you free me?
Free me from the chains in my mind.
Yeah, so we're gonna program that really quick on the drums. Let's track the main guitar now at the end here. All right, that part's done. Yeah, I think that was it. All right, there's like this really cool slide thing that happens. I'm not a slide player, but we're gonna listen to the reference track because there is a cool little slide guitar thing that happens in between the vocals. Let's listen.
Endless road, open skies, guiding my restless soul.
You hear that part? I'm not that type of player, so I'm gonna. All right, so two things. I got probably halfway through recording the vocals before I realized that I just think it's taking away from the song having me sing on it. Now, I will let you know in the future I will sing on some stuff that I think is more suited for my voice. I don't sound like Chris Stapleton. The program that I used has a fake version of Chris Stapleton in it. I can't sing like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use an AI stem splitter, and I'm going to grab the isolated vocal from the reference track. And two, when I got the vocals in there, I realized the guitar part that I played on verse 2, I did like these little noodles where I was kind of playing in between some vocal riffing, but I realized when I got the fake vocals in there, or the AI vocals, that the riffing wasn't really lined up. So I'm gonna play it again.
I've got a heart that's hard to tame. Got a heart tame. Every winding road I find I'm living for the flame. Burning through the miles, chasing dreams like old desires. Lord, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind?
I think that was a lot better. It's just supposed to be sparse stuff that's in between the vocals. I don't think it has to be anything crazy, but I do like some of the licks I played. I think that's a lot better. All right, so it's been a few days now. I've done my best to mix it. I did use the vocals from the reference track, so I split them with an AI stem splitter and then put them in our track. So let's give it a listen and see how it sounds. We'll come back to it after.
When the morning comes, I'm moving down the road. Something bad, left my troubles all behind. Couldn't take it no more. With the sun at my back, feeling like without a load. Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? I was born to wander, got a heart that's hard to tame. Got a heart tame. Every winding road I find I'm living for the flame. Burning through the miles, chasing dreams like old desires. Lord, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Soul. With every step, I'm finding my way back home. Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind? Darling, won't you free me from the chains in my mind?
So I hope you enjoyed that little collage of all the parts that we played today. I like this song. I actually think it's pretty well written. Let's go over it. Chord changes are what you'd expect. They're not anything that's going to throw you for a loop. There's no chord change in there where you're like, wow, that's really interesting that they went there. But they're good. They're good changes. They're solid changes to sing over, take a guitar solo over. There's that little section in the second verse that throws you for a slight loop, which also plays into the arrangement a little bit. I do think the arrangement is pretty solid. It's very typical of a pop song. I'm not going to say that that's bad, though. Just because it's generic, it doesn't mean I think it's bad. Things are popular for a reason. It's been done many times before. That doesn't mean it's bad. I'm going to say the arrangement's good. Is it great? No, it's not great. but it's a good arrangement. Lyrics, they're not that good. They're not corny, like they're not horrible. They don't make me cringe, but they're definitely not good. And I think that's to be expected. The worst part of AI is like coming up with original lyrics, original sounding lyrics. They sound kind of generic. I don't think they're bad though. Is it phenomenal? No, I don't think it's phenomenal, but I don't think it's bad. They tell a story. Melody, I like the melody a lot. I think the melody is like the best part of this song. This fake Chris Stapleton, he riffs a little bit. It's just a good melody. It's not too basic. It's a good melody. I definitely think it's catchy, especially the chorus. There's some guitar melodies in here. Yeah, I think the melody is pretty good. Feel is really good, actually. I think the feel is kind of perfect for pop country thing that I asked for. I will say I do think I made the feel a little bit better. Feel on the original track, what was interesting, and we talked about this way back in the beginning of the video, is that it wasn't on the grid. So there's actually some ebb and flow to it. Starts off a little faster. It actually comes down slowest. The slowest it actually is during the solo, which is kind of cool. It goes from 121 to 118 at the solo. And it makes it feel very sleazy, like very laid back, very behind the beat. So I think that's a plus. I think the feel is one of the better parts of this song. Overall, I think this is a good song. Honestly, I do think this is a good song. I think if this was recorded by a serious artist at a real studio with some session players, obviously the song could use real drums. I think if you got this song in the studio and took it out of this demo range, I think it's actually a really good song. Out of 10, I'm going to rate this song a 7. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it has enough interesting / exciting qualities to be a great song, but it's a good song. I would listen to this song. I'm actually going to listen to this song. I'm going to bounce it to myself, and I'm going to listen to it. Guys, if you like this type of video, please leave a like and subscribe down below. It means a lot. This is my first video, and I hope to be making more stuff like this. Also, if you have ideas for tags, what I mean by tags is what you throw into the AI software. So if you have any ideas for the next style of song, drop it down below. Tags can be anything from rock, pop, rap, hip-hop, upbeat, loud, energetic, slow, quiet, sad. You can really leave any tags you want. Comment down below with some tags that you'd like to hear in the next song. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Peace.